Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Oh, well, you muted. Sorry. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrushabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Vanshakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Mahavishnu Goswami Niti Namine. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is ki jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Chandra Premanande. Hare Hare Bo. Hare Krishna. So, welcome everyone today on the first day of the new year, so-called new year. Every year on 31st, everybody go out, celebrate, drink alcohol. I don't know why celebration means drinking intoxicated. You become intoxication to forget about things, right? Is it not so? They got these various shairis, with rum also, you forget your miseries of drinking alcohol, and then become sharabis, But here, even in celebration, people want to drink, So basically, they are not happy. That is the reason why they all are drinking. Is it not so? Is it not so? What do you all think? If you're happy, why do you want to forget your unhappiness? Huh? When somebody is broken-hearted, he drinks more alcohol. When somebody is in sorrow, he drinks alcohol. So material world, when somebody is happy, also drinks alcohol. But that means he's not happy actually. He's very unhappy, he or she. Nowadays, she also is drinking. They also drink. How ridiculous it is, obnoxious. So every year, everyone celebrates 31st night. They wake up in the night and they spend money and all those things. And they wish everybody Happy New Year. May the new year bring prosperity. So that means the past year had not given you prosperity, right? Why have you read any message from anybody to say that we wish you very happy new year, just like the past year, where you enjoy your prosperity? Anybody say it like this? Foolishly. Everyone is completely foolish. They all say, oh, wish you a very happy new year. May the new year bring happiness and all these things. That means you have not got this in the past. This is completely obnoxious. Foolishness. Don't wish somebody like this, If you already wish, then kick yourself, I'm such a foolish person, That is what when I read, see, one has to be very intelligent, Krishna re bhaje sevara chatur. So somebody tells me that, wish your new year is very prosperous and all that. What do you mean, man? So my last year was not prosperous? Are you telling me that? I would do it to somebody, actually. Yeah, So, so when somebody says, no, you look so thin, man. You look so beautiful now. And you're very happy, Somebody says, I look very beautiful now. That means you're not looking beautiful before. That's what he's telling you. That fat, ugly fat has gone now. You feel very happy, and that means you are not looking happy. You are ugly in the past. This is how stupid it is. And we are all stupid. We call ourselves intelligent, but we are not intelligent at all. That is the reason why we celebrate happy birthday. And we say, don't remind me of my age. And after you become old, you don't want to be reminded of your age. But you celebrate a happy birthday. Ask any lady, that what is your age? You never get an answer. You never ask a lady their age. But happy birthday, everybody wants to celebrate. How stupid it is. How stupid is this? This is material world. Because we are living hypocritic life. We are all hypocrites. Number one hypocrites. That's why we want this, we don't want that. It's the same thing. You want to celebrate your birthday, at the same time, you don't want to be reminded of your age. Then why are you celebrating your birthday, man? Your birthday, why celebrate? Similarly, this New Year is another bogus thing, Celebrating New Year, gone by. You want to drink and forget about it. And say next year is going to be better, Every year we say the same thing and nothing changes. Next year is the same thing. So please, devotees, those who are very sincere devotees, there are different class of devotees too. Those who are very intelligent people. Those intelligent people, they are very introspective sages. The word used in the Bhāgavatam is called introspective sage. They look within, not to show other people how big a devotee you are. Actually, devotional service is a treasure which you don't want to show everybody. No, it's a mistake to think like this. A devotee may be sincerely doing his service and everything is running very smoothly. And you won't even know who's doing devotional service quietly. When the devotee goes away or you insult the devotee out of your own this thing, then everything crashes. Then you will know because of whom things are going on. You see? So please, hypocrisy and devotional service, bhakti, doesn't go hand in hand. It's very ill hand in hand. Like Krishna consciousness, Krishna and material world doesn't go hand in hand. Very ill. And that's why we want to leave this world. There are so many things to talk about, so many things to be disturbed. But that is not the reason why we have come to Prabhupada's shelter. We have come to Prabhupada's shelter just so that we can one pointed attention, focus about spiritual world. And the spiritual world is bereft without Krishna. Spiritual world means Krishna. Full stop. Whole Krishna consciousness. Material world is also Krishna, but it is indirectly worshipped. We are actually minimizing Krishna as material world. That is the reason why every wrong thing we are doing. In the talk of celebration, we are drinking alcohol, which is bad for health. And to sell their products more alcohol, they say it's very good for health. They'll put money in it. Just like they did for the sugar industry. Your Pepsi Cola and Coca-Cola and all these colas and sweet industry, They wanted people to drink more, so that's why they paid the scientists to say, milk is bad for health, ghee is bad for health, butter is bad for health. But actually, after 35 years, it was proved that they were paid. All these doctors were paid so much money, and they gave wrong analysis to say, no, milk was bad for health. What stupidity it is. Even in India, doctors will say, don't drink too much milk, don't drink how much ghee. Hare man, how rascal it is. And most of the people who are celebrating Happy New Year, will not even know this has happened. Jumping like monkeys, rascals. Anyway, that's as good as if you've done celebration, then here you go. you got my 2 cents worth, if you've done your celebration last night, And if somebody is there, all those are missing have had the celebrations last night. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. They're jumping up and down like monkeys. What New Year? Sun is still rising, man. It's not even our New Year. Goodness sake. Heavy, heavy. 2023, date has changed. Happy New Year. Foolish people. Nonsense. Anyway, anyone want to defend yourself? No, Prabhuji, I've celebrated. It's very, very good. I've done it. I've spent a lot of money. I've gone to 5-star hotels also celebrating. So I've done all this nonsense, I've gone through and experienced that, And after experience, I'm telling you, it's all bogus, complete nonsense. Okay. All right. Now, let us continue with our discussion on the concepts of Bhagavad Gita and saints and swindlers. And we're going to complete this discussion today. So there's a lot to be discussed. And hold on, let me just see now how to check the share of the screen to read. Any volunteer for this, please? Don't raise your hand. I can't see your hand. Okay. So you need to speak. Saints and swindlers. Krishnadas?
Prabhuji, I can read.
Oh, you can? I thought you were not well.
No, it's fine. I can read.
Good. Very good. In Krishna consciousness, everything is well. No problem. Just one second. I'm trying to search where we were. Because I know all of you would not know. You won't even come and attend the program because we had a party last night. So many of them. I'm the only one, See, ultimately we are preaching for our own benefit, You think we are preaching for you? No, we're preaching for our own self. So this is our credit to Krishna. And Krishna, remember, this is very good, man. This person remembers where he finished last time. Just 1 minute, please. And one has to be very perfect in one's bhakti. As a servant also, one has to be very perfect. Oh, here we go. Here we are. Can you read it now?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, wonderful. Please continue.
Reporter, do you think this knowledge should be a part of everyone's education? Srila Prabhupada, yes. People should first be taught what they are. Are they their bodies or something else? That is the beginning of education. Now everyone is educated to think he is his body. Because someone accidentally gets an American body, he thinks, I am an American. This is just like thinking I am a red shirt, just because you are wearing a red shirt. You are not a red shirt. You are a human being. Similarly, this body is like a shirt or coat over the real person, the spirit soul. If we recognize ourselves simply by our bodily shirt or coat, then we have no spiritual education.
That's it. So don't say, who are you? I'm Indian. Don't say that, That's all right. Please continue.
Do you think that such education should be given in schools? Srila Prabhupada. Yes, in schools, colleges, and universities. There is an immense literature on this subject, an immense fund of knowledge. What is actually required is that the leaders of society come forward to understand this movement. Reporter. Have you ever had people come to you who had previously been involved with a fake guru? Srila Prabhupada. Yes, there are many. Reporter. Were their spiritual lives in any way spoiled by the fake gurus? Srila Prabhupada. No, they were genuinely seeking something spiritual, and that was their qualification. God is within everyone's heart, and as soon as someone genuinely seeks Him, He helps that person find a genuine guru. Reporter.
Could you repeat this question and answer again, please?
Reporter.
Right from here, do you, this point, reporter, have you ever had people?
Reporter. Have you ever had people come to you who had previously been involved with a fake guru? Srila Prabhupada. Yes, there are many. Reporter. Were their spiritual lives spoiled? Were their spiritual lives in any way spoiled by the fake gurus? Srila Prabhupada. No. They were genuinely seeking something spiritual, and that was their qualification. God is within everyone's heart, and as soon as someone genuinely sees Him, He helps that person find a genuine guru.
Yes, just let us pause for a second. Abhiram Prabhuji, are you with us now? You got your answers here?
Yes, Prabhu, I got my answers. Answers.
Yeah,
okay.
So even if the guru is fake, if you are sincere, if a devotee is sincere, then he will reach his destination, this way or that way. Krishna is in everyone's heart. He will find out, he will know. So that is the reason why, that's why we insist on everyone, whether one is ISKCON, non-ISKCON, to read Srila Prabhupada's books, study Srila Prabhupada's books every day, thoroughly. And automatically things are revealed from the heart. You see, one is not disturbed. So what this proves is that one's spiritual path is not disturbed. This is the point to be understood. Because there are many, many people who claim themselves to be big gurus, but they are not gurus.
Yes.
They're not. Yeah. So what happens to the disciples? Nothing happens. As long as you're genuine, you continue. That's it. Nothing is an excuse for you to stop being a devotee. That is the most important thing.
Okay. Sure, Prabhu. Sure. Yes, I got it.
Good. Anyone has any questions on this point? Sorry, I cannot stop the screen because it's on my phone. So I have to then search out this discussion again. So it's a bit tricky. I want to keep it like this. Okay, let's continue with that. Thank you.
Yes, Prabhuji. Reporter. Have the real gurus like yourself ever tried to put a stop to the false gurus? That is, put pressure on them to put them out of business, so to speak.
Yeah, very good. One second. Just here in the previous thing, it says, God is within everyone's heart, and as soon as someone genuinely seeks Him, He helps that person to find a genuine guru. Okay. So even if somebody has a non-genuine guru, if he seeks out, you can always take shelter of Srila Prabhupada, if the guru has fallen or whatever it is, Yeah. And now here it is saying that have you stopped somebody actively? Srila Prabhupada. Yeah, please read what Prabhupada says.
Srila Prabhupada. No, that is not my purpose. I started my movement simply by chanting Hare Krishna. I chanted in New York in a place called Tompkins Square Park, and soon people began to come to me. In this way, the Krishna consciousness movement gradually developed. Many accepted and many did not accept. Those who are fortunate have accepted.
Okay, just stop here. So here Prabhupada is saying that when he's saying have the real gurus like yourself ever tried to put a stop to the false gurus? That is, put pressure on them to take them out of business, so to speak. He says, no, that's not my purpose. This is important to understand. Prabhupada said, I'm not interested in changing and finding out who's fake guru, who's not fake guru. My interest is to perform pure devotional service and preach pure devotional service. So even after Prabhupada said, I started my movement simply by chanting Hare Krishna. Now, the background here is this. Those who are with me for a long time, they know this point. So what happens is that there's a place called Tompkins Park Square by Srila Gurudev's Excellent College Mercy. If we go to USA, all of us, we can go to a particular tree under which Srila Prabhupada sat and chanted Hare Krishna. Nobody was there. Srila Prabhupada was there alone at the age of 70. He just had a drum, and in his drum, he chanted Hare Krishna. That's it. Nobody came. For 1.5 years, nobody came, Prabhupada said. And then one person came and all that. So Srila Prabhupada said that I was not chanting to collect a crowd. I was just chanting to glorify the Lord. That's it. So Prabhupada said, you brought me here to preach, but if nobody comes, I don't bother. You see? Now, even after, so that is how, with that mood, Srila Prabhupada started the whole ISKCON movement. Now, even in the movement, there are so many difficulties, so many gurus falling and all those things. Prabhupada is saying, that's not my purpose. I have taught them the correct way. If people want to cheat, what can I do? You understand this point? So many issues are there, burning issues. So this is what our instructions are, we take from Prabhupada here, is that Prabhupada started the whole movement at the age of 70 with 2 heart attacks, just chanting Hare Krishna in Tompkins Park Square, and he was not interested in anything else. Fake guru, genuine guru. He started a genuine movement. That's why he wrote his books, because his guru told him to write the books. On his guru's orders, he has done everything. So this is the instructions for us to say that, yes, things are wrong, things are right, good for them. I'm focused on my bhakti, full stop. So I create my own environment. I don't go to everybody who's creating fake situation. I don't go to them. There are thousands of people following these people in big festivals or celebrations. I don't go. By choice, I don't go. It may be seen I'm sitting alone, chanting my rounds, or doing my Bhagavad Gita, being with my family, doing preaching here. That's it, enough for me. At least I'm not part of that fake circle. But the thing is this, that we have to take genuine shelter. Here Prabhupada says that Krishna, he helps that person find a genuine guru. You see? So that is important. And that is possible when we read Srila Prabhupada's books. There is a genuine guru. Okay? We require a living guru. I'm not saying Prabhupada is a guru. Yes, Prabhupada is a guru, no doubt. We require a genuine guru. But till the time we don't find somebody, read Prabhupada's books. You all settle them. Simple. He has said this. Don't complicate things. That's why people say, how many times have you read this final self-realization book? I can challenge you. All of you are with me. We have studied about 7, 8, 10 times this book, right? I must have preached 20 times this book. Has this point come out all this in the past? Tell me. Has this point come out so clearly today? Has it come out today? Every time something new comes out. So don't think these books are ordinary books of Prabhupada, even small books. After 20 years, this is my 20th time I'm reading this book. And something new comes up, you see. So do not underestimate the power of pure knowledge, pure bhakti. So this is the point. He said, I started the whole movement and I'm preaching this simply pure devotional service. You want to be interested, please come. Not interested, no problem. Those who are fortunate have accepted it. That means what? Not that those accepted meaning what? As it is. Not cheating. Now, if there are devotees, people who become devotees and are cheating, it's their problem. Not Prabhupada's problem. So it should not be our problem too. We are interested only in our pure devotional service. That's it. Full stop. Okay? Yes, please continue, Mother.
Yes, Swamiji.
Unless somebody has a question, they can raise now, otherwise we can continue. Yeah, please continue. Thank you.
Reporter, don't you feel that people are suspicious because of their experience with fake gurus? If you went to a quack dentist and he broke your tooth, you might be suspicious about going to another dentist. Srila Prabhupada. Yes. Naturally, if you are cheated, you become suspicious. But this does not mean that if you are cheated once, you will always be cheated. You should find someone genuine. But to come to Krishna consciousness, you must be either very fortunate or well aware of the signs. From the Bhagavad Gita, we understand that the genuine seekers are very few. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaya.
Very
Bhagavad
good.
Gita,
Very good pronunciation.
Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, verse 3. Out of many millions of people, there may be only one who is interested in spiritual life. Generally, people are interested in eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. So how can we expect to find many followers? It is not difficult to notice. It is not difficult to notice that people have lost their spiritual interest. And almost all those who are actually interested are being cheated by so-called spiritualists. You cannot judge a movement simply by the number of its followers. If one man is genuine, then the movement is successful. It is not a question of quantity, but quality.
Again, read this again, this statement. You cannot judge.
You cannot judge a movement simply by the number of its followers. If one man is genuine, then the movement is successful. It is not a question of quantity, but quality.
Yes, this is the problem today in our movement also. You see big numbers, big things, you think they are right. Well, it's up to you. You can be just only one person sitting quietly in the corner, opening Prabhupada's books and reading, chanting, cooking for Krishna, offering for Krishna, converting a home into the Krishna temple. Just family is there. That's it. And preach if you want to. That's exactly the mood in our Hare Krishna WECAN. This is exactly the mood. Here Prabhupada is saying this. And we have not cultivated the mood. Same thing Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj had told me, my wife and my son, that he's there, no? Maharaj told me, all these preaching programs you are doing, my son was very small, Maharaj said, look, he's singing such nicely, these verses and all that, he was 2.5, 3 years old, And we met Maharaj again after about 2 years, before 5 years old. 3.5, 4, we met again, Maharaj in Rajkot. Maharaj said, look, he's singing such nicely, man. Verses and all, he's a nice devotee. So that is why, if nobody comes, don't worry, your programs are going on. People don't come, don't worry, preach to yourselves. We don't want quantity, we want quality. In fact, Maharaj told us in my initiation time, same words. Same words. We are not interested in quantity, we're interested in quality. So how can we how can we follow something else? That's why, see, Krishna consciousness is taught everywhere, in ISKCON and so many other places. Good enough. All are good, wonderful. We teach Krishna consciousness in Hare Krishna WECAN as per the mood of Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj. That's our curriculum. That's how we are different. No complications. Our bhakti is not stopped. 31st night came, went, no problem for us. People got drunk, they don't want to attend the program, no problem. People are now attending the program, well and good. People are not doing, no problem. We are there. Absolutely right. Whole world has gone mad. Let them be mad. We are trying to be sane in this madness. And we have to finish it off. We have limited breaths. Our time is very limited in this world, on this earth. But this life should be last life. That's it. That's what our purpose is. This life is our last life. We don't want anything more. We don't want any more life. Yeah, please continue, Mother.
Reporter, I wondered how many people you think might have been taken in by fake gurus. Srila Prabhupada, practically everyone.
There you go.
There is no question of counting. Everyone.
Here it is. Yes.
Reporter, this would mean thousands of people, wouldn't it? Srila Prabhupada, millions. Millions have been cheated because they want to be cheated.
Yes.
God is omniscient. He can understand your desires. He is within your heart. And if you want to be cheated, God sends you a cheater.
That's it. Where did Prabhupada say here to bring institution in the middle? He said, God is in your heart. If you are sincere, He will show you sincere devotees. If you want to be cheated, He will show you the cheating thing. Where is the question of, and He said, millions have been cheated. Even today, when I'm cheated, within ISKCON also. Why to worry? Or any place, for goodness sake, Here Prabhupada is saying, what is your difficulty? No difficulty. You're creating difficulty for yourself. Just preach. Chant Hare Krishna. And go back to Godhead dancing. Yes, please continue.
Reporter, is it possible for everyone to attain the perfectional stage you spoke of previously? Srila Prabhupada, within a second.
That's it.
Anyone?
How long? Within a second, you can attain pure devotional service and perfection. Within a second. Yes, please continue.
Within a second. Anyone can attain perfection within a second, providing he is willing. The difficulty is that no one is willing. In the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse 66, Krishna says, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja. Simply surrender unto me. But who is going to surrender to God? Everyone says, oh, why should I surrender to God? I will be independent. If you simply surrender, it is a second's business. That's all. But no one is willing. And that is the difficulty.
How beautiful.
Reporter, when you say that lots of people want to be cheated, do you mean that lots of people want to carry on with their worldly pleasures and at the same time, by chanting a mantra or by holding a flower, achieve spiritual life as well? Is this what you mean by wanting to be cheated? Srila Prabhupada, yes. This is like a patient thinking, I shall continue with my disease and at the same time I shall become healthy. It is contradictory. The first requirement is that one become educated in spiritual life. Spiritual life is not something one can understand by a few minutes talk. There are many philosophy and theology books, but people are not interested in them.
See, here Prabhupada is saying, everybody wants to know in 1 minute, They ask questions all the time to us, why like this? And they are not willing to give us time, So I asked them, so how long are you going to give us? 1 minute, 2 minutes? I can't answer the question. I don't want to answer the question, sorry. So why do you expect me to answer the question of yours, What is your qualification to ask me a question? Everyone thinks it's a birthright, The moment you talk about Bhagavad Gita, I say, I have a question, they ask a question. Why? Why are you asking a question? Do you speak like this to a big professor in the university or some college? Just like that? Where you're not even enrolled in the education system? Within minutes. We cannot understand in a few minutes. It's not possible. Yes, please read, Mother. There are many philosophy.
There are many philosophy and theology books, but people are not interested in them. That is the difficulty. For instance, the Srimad Bhāgavatam is a very long work. And if you try to read this book, it may take many days just to understand one line of it.
Yeah.
The Bhāgavatam describes God, the absolute truth, but people are not interested. And if by chance someone becomes a little interested in spiritual life, he wants something immediate and cheap. Therefore, he is cheated.
Yes, if you want something immediate and cheap, you're coming to the wrong place, Mike. Material world is for you. Yes, please continue.
Actually, human life is meant for austerity and penance. That is the way of Vedic civilization. In Vedic times, they would train boys as brahmacharis. No sex life was allowed at all up to the age of 25. Where is that education now? A brahmachari is a student who lives a life of complete celibacy and obeys the commands of his guru at the Gurukul, school of the spiritual master. Now schools and colleges are teaching sex from the very beginning, and 12 or 13-year-old boys and girls are having sex. How can they have a spiritual life? Spiritual life means voluntarily accepting some austerities for the sake of God realization. That is why we insist on no illicit sex, meat eating, gambling, or intoxication for our initiated students. Without these restrictions, any yoga meditation or so-called spiritual discipline cannot be genuine. It is simply a business deal between the cheaters and the cheated. Reporter, thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada, Hare Krishna.
Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. See how black and white it is. Clear cut, black and white. What is the difficulty? We saw Prabhupada said, somebody said, so you have to go into the institution? Did you have to join an institution to become devotee? Prabhupada said, no. You remain in your home, do your things, chant Hare Krishna, worship Krishna in your home. What is the difficulty? He says, do I have to pay you money for this every month? Prabhupada said, no, we don't want your money. Thank you. We don't depend upon your money. We depend upon Krishna. So anyone who asks for money, you should understand he's not depending upon Krishna. See, that's why better in your home, you earn your livelihood. Whatever is your income, you earn it and you offer to Krishna. If you can have big income, you offer big feast for Krishna every day. If you can't offer big feast, offer one milkman to Krishna. Here, Krishna, he'll take it. Lovingly, he'll take. This is how he is. He's Supreme Personality of Godhead. He's God. You see, it's very simple. Bhakti, do not complicate anywhere. We should be satisfied in what we have been getting. See, most of the time, we do not value what we get in our hand. See, what is in our hand, we don't value it. That's why we want to jump from here to there, from there to there. Yes, we have to be very careful. So that's why we are very particular in choosing whose association we are taking. That is correct. So for that, you may talk to this person, that person, all those things. But when you're certain that you're getting correct knowledge, then why do you want to go here and there, man? This is another difficulty. Because our mind is restless, We're jumping up and down. You can never be satisfied. If you should be clever enough to understand when somebody is speaking the truth. Is he walking the walk, talking the talk or not? Or is saying something else, Is this person genuinely interested in my spiritual progress? Yes or no? Answer is yes, and what is the difficulty? You may test the person. You may, to convince yourself. It will take time, some few months here, there. You may talk to 5 people, understand. After that, why? You're getting knowledge, why? That's why we even shared with you this knowledge. We shared with you in live. This is recorded. Same knowledge we are giving you. So you know where we are giving knowledge from. We are not constructing something and giving you something else. No. This is how Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj used to teach. Maharaj would tell me, Amrish, come here, sit down. I would sit down. My wife would sit beside me. My son would sit beside me. He said, here's my book. Maharaj would give me Bhāgavatam set. Now read from this line. Read. Just like you guys are reading. Exactly how Maharaj made me read. So, okay, this words. So, no, correct the words. Pronunciation should be right. So I would pronounce it on reading. Maharaj said, okay, now tell me, what did you understand by this? So I said, Maharaj, this is how. So, yeah, good. What about that angle? This is how Maharaj used to speak. Exactly what I'm doing right now. Non-different. And I'm sure your tutors are teaching you the same way, because that's what we have taught them. This is parampara. No complications. So Maharaj, if he wanted, Srila Gurudev wanted to show me something, he would say, you don't read my Bhagavatam. He would just give you a class just like that, without reading one. He's giving me his book. I've held the book so many times and reading. So not only me, all the disciples like this, you see. So this is the point to be understood. Unnecessarily, complications should be avoided in every situation. People are going to cheat you. Nobody is interested in your well-being. Very, very few people are genuinely interested in your well-being. And it is great fortune when you find somebody like Srila Prabhupada who's genuinely interested in your fortune, in your well-being. And if somebody is teaching you correctly, don't leave that person. Because you are reading, you are reading the same book what he is reading, he or she. You can understand what Prabhupada is saying, what he's saying the same thing or not. That's how all these people followed me. Those I told them, you read. No, why don't you read? So when they read, after many years, they were not reading earlier. They said, you are saying the same thing what is going in Prabhupada's book. I said, yeah. Why should I say something new? Then they started to understand, yeah, that's why. We must follow properly. Simple. Okay? No complications. We don't own anything. You may think all these things, Hare Krishna, WECAN, me, my wife, and my son. No, we don't own anything. Ultimately, we have to go. What we are trying to achieve is that if it is possible, true to Guru Maharaj's blessings, that this should continue, whether we are there or not there. You know, it's a thought. When everything is stopped, somebody would remember something. Open Srila Prabhupada's books, sit under a tree and read and change his life. And then somebody will come inquisitive. Please help me, sir. You know, we understood the 4 pious people coming to, you becoming devotee. They may ask for some help. You help. Sadhana preaching is begin again. So his Krishna consciousness is like this. Please. Don't be surprised with fakeness. Don't be surprised with fall downs, with cheating. Don't be surprised with anything. Be surprised when there is no cheating. Don't look for big numbers in devotion life. Oh, thousands of people are going there. My God, it must be very good. Yeah, of course. Go pay money and do it. And Prabhupada said, no, millions are there. And very few people are coming to us. Prabhupada said that. And even among those few people who are coming now, there's all this is going on. Okay? I think it's very clear. Anyone wants to say anything? Any questions, please? I told you it's going to be fiery.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you for your class and realizations and practical observations. A question which I want you to clarify probably to all of us. So we talk about cheaters and we talk about cheated and we talk about even same mood. Sanjeev Prabhu had the same class when people come to Krishna. So somebody who is new, who is looking towards us or for that matter, anyone, how they actually means it is, we tell them that read the books, be intelligent, get educated, and use your common sense and decide where. So what are those skill set that how do a new person actually identify what is genuine, what is not genuine, being cheated, not being cheated? Can you explain, Babu? I always come across this question.
Well, as I've said, that Srila Prabhupada's books have changed lives of unlimited numbers of people in the world. And when they see us means not us means any devotee who's reading Prabhupada's books, how genuinely he has changed his life, how sincere he has become, how happy he is or she is, then they may have some faith in Prabhupada's words. So our job is just to be transparent to Prabhupada's books. Srila Prabhupada would say, when distributing the books, don't give philosophy. Give the book, give them some information, some philosophy, and run away from there. I will deal with them. Prabhupada said this. I will deal with them. This is what Prabhupada said, anyone who reads my books is initiated. Prabhupada said that. It's knowledge. Initiation is by knowledge. So, as I'm repeating this word, same thing, Prabhuji, I remember distinctly, even all of you have tested us so many times, which you should be doing. When you studied and saw same knowledge is given, then they were happy. So new people, when they're coming, when they see the same knowledge, same books, they'll be satisfied with it. It is okay, I don't have any other answer.
Yes, well, we repeat the same thing, that read Prabhupada's book and read Prabhupada's book every day. Yeah. Because that's the only answer I know.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely right. And we follow Srila Prabhupada's books as per Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj's mood, And what they learn more mood is from Hare Krishna WECAN. That's it, nothing else. Hare Krishna WECAN's role is to teach Srila Prabhupada's books in the mood of Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj. Study. That's it. And what is there to study? As it is. Like here. You know, you can be cheated, you can remain your whole life sorry about this, or you can move on. This is what Maharaj would always say. Move on. That's what we say, the water finds its own ways. Doesn't get, if it's stagnant, it becomes diseased. So let's move on. Let's continue. Every given day, there's so many people talk to me. So many information comes. This comes, that comes. What to take, what not to take is to be understood, what is relevant. I tell you, some years ago, I was talking to one devotee whom I thought he was a good friend, very senior, in Auckland. I said, well, we are preaching in to the tribal areas in India, That's what my keenness is, my Guru Maharaj wants me to do and all that. I showed him, we are doing this, we are doing that. He said, very good. Why don't you do one thing? Why don't you go away? Why don't you go to India? And let these people run these programs. No, see, I thought he's a friend of mine. Very senior devotee. So I said, why is he telling me to go away? And let new people teach, So it's very important to understand whose instructions we should be taking seriously. After some years, I realized he's just envious of me, copying me all the time and everything, So 5 people come, tell you 5 different things. But what to keep inside should be filtered through the knowledge of Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. And digestion is very important of this knowledge. So every day, if not every day, regularly, we must study Srila Prabhupada's books. Please. It's not studying, it's not reading. Many of you just read it. I've done. What? You don't understand anything. We have to Prabhupada said, to understand one line takes many days. It's true. So you must have a pencil, you must have a pen, you must have a rubber, you must have a book, you must have your computer, mobile phone with you now. It's mobile phone. Ma, you tell me to do all these things. At the time, there was no mobile phone. Okay? I've added that now here. All these things you must have. Highlighter, pen. That is how you must study. Understand, read. Think about what Prabhupada is trying to say. Read original books, majority if possible, please. Even if there are some mistakes, it's okay. There are mistakes, no doubt about it. Read original books of Prabhupada, not the changed ones. And then spend time quietly, meditate upon it. Your life will be successful. I'm telling you, your life will be peaceful, successful. Happiness and distress is going to come as per our own karma. You see? But the peace you will get with this effort. So new people, when they're coming, we just show them Prabhupada, we are transparent medium. As to the mode of Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj. And when you sit with Maharaj quietly, time stops, I've experienced that. Time just stops. But in private classes, not when the classes, fiery things going on, Maharaj firing and all those things are going on, but quietly. So associate with devotees whenever they are there, genuine devotees, sit with them quietly. Chant some rounds. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Generally, do menial services, Just brooming your house is very good, Don't keep it to servants all the time. It's Krishna's temple, man. Cook for Krishna every day. Why not? We're Indian bodies, man. We can always do it. Lovingly. Very nice. I can tell you. Yeah, we are going to start Mataji's Vaishnavist program from a certain level, from intermediate level upwards. We'll be training, all these questions will be there, Yeah. With some exceptions, We'll keep some exceptions for some devotees who are on the beginner's level, but they are qualified. I think we must give them chance. So this is how it is. But please, Make the most of it. This life is not going to come again. Next life, we don't know when we get Prabhupada association or not. And again, there'll be cheating, so many going on. Prabhupada book will be cheated, this, that, all this is. Is it okay? I can't emphasize this too much. I'm repeating the same points.
Hare Krishna. So I was just thinking on the question that Avinash Babu raised. It's like in our day-to-day life also, we are always checking out and making sure that we're not being cheated, right? Like if you want to be cheated, then yes. So we can apply the same principle. Like everybody has that intelligence, whether they're a beginner or they're an advanced devotee. Everybody has a basic intelligence to know, whether what level of cheating they want to be cheated or whether they don't want to be cheated. So I was just thinking, like in an educational institution, we have different type of this tuition classes. So some of them are really trying to teach you the core and understand how the things are and everything, and make you sincerely work hard. And some of them will give you hodgepodge solutions also. There are those kind of institutions which will just make you want to pass, right? So we'll make you pass somehow or the other. It doesn't matter what the method is. So and then the students make the choice, which institution they want to join. So I think it's a similar thing. Like you are trying to join, and what is your praman? You're seeing the people who are there in that institution. Do you want to be like them? That is the best praman. Whichever institution, organization you're joining, you have to see what are the people at. The best judge is that for anyone. Do I want to be like them? That's the path. Then that's the path that you take. So yeah, I think I don't know if I answered your question, Prabhuji, but I was just thinking as Prabhuji was answering, this thought came to my mind. What would I do? Immediately, I just thought. The first thing, yeah.
Yes, Mother, you probably brought, Amrishmo gave an answer to a certain level, and you brought that to probably to my level. And yeah, we people go here, people go there, people go this temple, people go that temple, people associate this. But ultimately, yeah, association, and when you see with whom we're associating, and that's attraction. Yeah, that's perfectly correct. Thank you.
Even when we were studying, we were told, like, we had a lot of friends, but they were like, when it was time to do your exam and studies, then we not associate with all the type of friends, only the friends who really can kind of focus on studying. And like that doesn't mean you don't associate with others. We used to, but so yeah, that I guess that's applicable everywhere. Association is, as you said rightly, very important.
Thank you, Motherji.
See, when Prabhupada were present, there's one devotee who was saying this point, that there were some disciples of Prabhupada. And one of them, he was very expert in the way he would speak, and he would give some techniques of meditation and all that as well. And he said, I can tell you this, if Prabhupada were giving a class in one room, and this devotee would be giving a class in the next room, he would have more people in his attendance than Prabhupada. You see? Yeah, he said that. Because he was speaking in such a way, and with all these impersonal concepts and all these things, very credible to the ears. Ultimately, he fell down. God, where he is there, So we have to be one has to be extremely fortunate to come across the truth. And when is come across the truth, one has to be even more fortunate not to let it go. So many people come and tell us that they feel regret when they leave us. So many. Unfortunate situation. That's all right. More and more, Krishna gives more and more, And they come, they listen, they follow. Whatever you're teaching them, they understand it. They help them, Always helps them. They always say, Prabhupada, We'll always cheat you. We'll also cheat you. Prabhupada will not cheat you. That's it. Very nice. Very nice.
Well, can I ask you about that Vaishnavi class, Prabhu? I've got
Yeah, we'll
this.
make the announcement. Yeah.
Mataji is in India, they're asking me this question. In fact, yesterday, they rang me,
Yeah.
Suchi Mataji rang me. We want to celebrate, not celebrate, what we should do on 31st December. Devotees rang her that we should get together and all those things. So I said, okay, you get together, you have kirtan, you read books, you associate, but don't call it 31st December party. So you find an excuse, but don't call it. Then the next question came that we want to cook something for Krishna. And it was, I think, Pradyumna Prabhu was asking me this question. Same question Suchi Mataji keep asking me. So I said, no, they wait for this instruction, that how to cook, how not to cook, what to do while cooking, all those things. The training will come. And that's why I thought, okay, maybe that's the part of your Vaishnavi classes where Mataji.
Yeah. Vaishnavi Sangha, yeah.
This question is very relevant. It's keep coming to us.
Yeah, sure enough. Sure enough. It will be. So, yeah. And as I said, it will be from certain levels, but we'll keep some devotees involved. Not all, but that onwards. But yeah, we'll always have these things, The youngsters always want to do something. And they want to fit Krishna into the pocket, into their sized pocket. That's all right. We accept everything in Krishna's service. No problem. No problem. Okay. Anyone else has to say anything before we finish today's discussion?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I want to just give my realization. I was just introspecting while all the discussion of devotees was going on. So the point which Mataji raised, that yes, association, and because we all go out, we all work, we all go to college, we all have a different association. We don't find devotee association everywhere we step out of our houses. So it is very necessary to what I feel after this kind of a discussion that happened today, that it is very necessary to pick and choose the association. Even if you are going to a college or professional front, it's very important to whom to get associated with. And then, as Mataji said, that if you want to become like that, that's a very interesting formula, that while examining people cheating us or honesty about them, so you should just have this formula that you can just see that how they are in their personal life or as an individual, and then see to it that if you want to become like that or have association like that, then go for it, or not, so you just completely wipe away your own self from that situation. So yeah, that was wonderful. That was actually what practically can be done.
Yes,
because
yes.
it's difficult for individuals to get like for me at least, because I am going out, I'm going in a professional or a personal front or a family gathering or anywhere. So it's very difficult for time being. It happens like we get influenced by people and different moods, but yeah, that's wonderful formula. Thank you so much, Mataji, for that. Thank you.
Very nice, very nice. Hare Krishna, yes. We do the same, our jobs, businesses, family get together, friends get together, all these things are there. But slowly it improves, it helps. That's correct. We find out where we want to go. Yeah, very good. Very good. And follow the process. Yeah, anyone else wants to say anything? Okay, wonderful. With this, I think we conclude our today's program. Hare Krishna. 1st of January program. Ooh. Right. We're all intoxicated, All right. Now, whose turn is it to sing Hare Maharaj?
Hare Krishna Babuji, is Madhav's turn today?
I don't know if someone's there. Whose son is it?
Madhav's turn. So,
Madhav's turn. Hare Krishna, Madhav Prabhu. How are you
Hare
doing? Kaise theek hai aap?
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. You're right?
just say
Yes.
Okay. Wonderful. Come on, start. Huh? Do with nice actions. All right? 1, 2, 3, start.
Maharaj, please hear us.
Maharaj, please hear us.
We have learned some real good stuff.
We have learned some real good stuff.
Maharaj, we have learned one thing.
Maharaj, we have learned one thing.
And today for you we will sing.
And today for you we will sing.
If our room is clean,
If our room is clean,
then our mind is clean.
then our mind is clean.
If our mind is clean,
If our mind is clean,
we can do anything.
we can do anything.
If our room is dirty,
If our room is dirty,
then so are we.
then so are we.
And if we are dirty,
If we are dirty,
we're not happy.
we're not happy.
We're wasting time.
Wasting time
Is the greatest crime.
is the greatest crime.
Because wasted time
Because wasted time
means a wasted mind.
means a wasted mind.
So best is your time
So best use your time
when you're in your prime.
when you are in your prime.
And your whole life
And your whole life
will be sublime.
will be sublime.
Hare Krishna.
So best use
The
your
best is your time
so best use your time
when you're in your prime.
when you are in your prime.
And your whole life
And your whole life
will be sublime.
will be sublime.
If your wealth is gone,
If your wealth is gone,
then there's nothing wrong.
then there is nothing wrong.
And if your health is gone,
If your health is gone,
that's a different song.
that's a different song.
If your characters dies,
If your characters dies,
then the world will cry.
then the world will cry.
Only saintly behavior,
Only saintly behavior,
let humanity thrive.
let humanity thrive.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We must
always remember Krishna.
We must always remember Krishna
Never forget him too.
and never forget him too.
But how always
To practice
listen
with so many
things to do.
But how are we to practice this with so many things to do?
That is the greatest question.
That is the greatest question. And here
here's the greatest clue.
is the greatest clue. You must learn.
You must learn so.
Work so nicely.
That Krishna remembers you.
You must learn to work so nicely that Krishna remembers you.
So listen very closely.
So listen very closely.
And make your thinking sharp.
And make your thinking sharp. Let's learn.
Let's learn how we can live
And work.
and so Krishna won't depart.
Let's learn how we can live and work so Krishna won't depart.
If something's due tomorrow,
If something's due tomorrow,
finish it today.
finish it today.
And whatever's due today,
And whatever's due today,
do it now, don't delay.
do it now, don't delay.
Your friends might be lazy
Your friends might be lazy
or doing bad things,
or doing bad things,
but you think again,
but you think again,
don't follow them,
don't follow them,
and you'll win the end.
and you will win the end.
Whatever work we're given,
Whatever work we're given,
we do our very best.
we do our very best. We only
live with
what we need and give
give
Krishna.
the rest.
We only live with what we need and give Krishna the rest. This
This how to live, to work and to play.
you learn to.
This is this world on Krishna every day.
This is how to live, to work and to play. You learn to live this way, see Krishna every day.
And when the time is up, he'll take us above.
We sing,
And it's us to him with the heart full of love.
When our time is up, he'll take us up above. We sing and dance with him with the heart full of love.
So chant Krishna's name, his glories and his fame.
It's only
World will become same.
So chant Krishna's name, his glories and his fame. It's the only way this world will ever become sane. Now please
ask this greatest question.
Now please ask this greatest question
And find this greatest clue.
and find this greatest clue.
You can only remember Krishna.
You can only remember Krishna
If Krishna remembers you.
if Krishna remembers you.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai.
Jai. His Holiness Srila Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj Gurudev Ki Jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Shishananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Vishnitai Gaur Chandra Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Vastaya Bhutareshwati Mahavishnu Goswami Namine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Vastaya Bhutareshwati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurmani Prasayana Divishesha Nari Maharaja Sarine. Hare Krishna. So with this we conclude today's discussion. Krishna willing, we'll see you next week. Same place, same time. Till then, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Oh, we've got Navina here. Navina, so you're going to come to India soon, New Zealand soon, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
You're happy to come or sad to come?
I'm kind of sad and kind of happy.
Yeah, even Krishna used to be very sad. When he would come back from India to New Zealand, he would be so sad. And for it would be for 2 weeks. Then sadness will go away. Then he will be happy back, But he will be happy in the programs, When the program will start, he will be very happy. Okay, wherever we are, India or New Zealand, we chant Hare Krishna and we are happy.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Jai, Jai, have a safe trip, all of you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Okay,
Prabhuji.
so we'll see you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. We'll see you next week, same place, same time. Till then, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Babaji.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram.